and they've thrived. The Wolves, new territory, and a new danger in the form of Kayak and Alpha, sliding into the site like it was nothing. Already a clear-cut approach for FNATIC as the plant's next.
Chronicle, waiting for Spring, expects, actually just missing him. Maybe now going to come back and recheck, but actually Spring shows himself, Chronicle wins out, gets himself a little upgrade as well.
Oh, God, and Kayak, he's on it today. Yeah, he's on it today. If he's going to be firing like that, Mike.
It's rare to win a veto versus a team like FNATIC, to be honest, and then obviously prepping a short turnaround here in Toronto. Actually, the farming comes through. It's Kayak and Crashes to find everything. Just YU left now.
YU, it feels like a cold start for Wolves here. FNATIC, they're at the throats, Mike.
On the rotate. I saw actually caught with a stun, but
good timing on the paranoia, though, at least. And he's trying to get back into the thick of things. But
we got caught by the reveal.
Yeah, he's going to be captured, absolutely seen. And the site gets taken, reach of the site here. Happy to play a little bit of a challenge, but falling away towards main. Kayak on the cross, going to get punished. YU does well. 3 more to find now in an even affair, but it is still a bonus. Juicy on the swing, and now we sit into the post. What do they have here to buy the time? Shot from Kron. Yeah, not looking phased just yet. Still that util with Boaster that they're able to run through, but now around the world coming in. Oh, the crashes! Marathon, no, right? We are in best of 5, so we hold it to a little bit of a different start. But cold beginnings are cold. Lovely reveal again. I mean, look, Crashes did well to close out that final round last year, a moment ago, but his reveals have been solid. Doing what he needs this time. VCT showing Crashes to his seat. Yeah, look at it, Kayak, Kron, and Boaster. YU still close by. Thought there was a chance there for him, but FNATIC, see them having a bit too much fun. With
the smokes, but no doubt on an anti-eco, anybody's going to be exploring into this. Kayak, close and personal, still wins out. It's just
Kron, I don't know. As I said, this guy gets better and better the deeper into the tournament you go. And he's calm, collected, disciplined. He's going to show his hand as well. That's going to be a thought in the back of their minds now for this retake. Kayak going to be on that close corner. Nice shot. Tries to swing CT, gets denied. As Lysor now builds back in on the side. Boaster might have been seen on that, not sure. But he tries to readjust. Crashes, holding well towards Pillar. Good timing from Kron. And speaking of timing, that snake bite should prove a problem. VCT has to go big. And it's Kron on the other side, the original Iceman himself. He ain't gonna
Not sure they've got the confirmation on YU, but now we'll find it onto Spring at least.
You could just see him calling that out. You saw it on the cam. Oh, he's just walking on forward. Kron makes this look just too simple so far. And Alpha got teed up with the information. Fed by Kron. Nice shot from Juicy. Need a couple more of those, though.
Be caught on the escape nearly. Will be a 6th now for FNATIC. And Ultimate starting to come online.
Now, with that catching on minimum 3, they continue. Juicy's Juicy could be on for an absolute belter. Brilliant on 1, takes away Boaster. Big scalp to claim, and another confirmation of attendance towards B main.
Moving that, I think FNATIC might still just decide to carry on through. Showstopper sent.
30 seconds left.
That's the response comes through here. Juicy.
It's only Alpha.
Does he go for it?
It's only Alpha on the side. The rest still biding their time. And then look towards middle. Kayak creeping closer. Gonna catch one, and now they're locked in there with FNATIC. Juicy trying, but FNATIC just elevating again. Those mid-looks coming out from Kayak then. Lovely layering. So Lysor, you've got a paranoia and 3 players. 2 kills so far. To more than double to get a shot at this. FNATIC gonna, well, at least be put down to 2 here. Kayak gone and the emergency alarm ringing.
Respect shown here to Lysor. The pick goes up, potentially to seal the deal on round 7.
I like that. Come on, Lysor. You've got to find 2 more. Decides to go for the paranoia on the right. Hadn't slipped through like this until now, so Juicy completely unawares. Look at this tailor-made poison. Juicy should be dead to rights. It was gorgeous, Mike.
What do you do?
Actively, but position held.
Yeah, time's going to run out regardless, but
they're still not going to clear it comfortably. Death from above on the first. Great work from Lysor, though. Takes away Kayak, denying the trade. So maybe an opportunity. Now the pick comes in. Similar scenes to before, but this time it's Wolves. Alpha flies forward. Still giving them numbers advantage as Spring Feeling rough around the edges, but that's beautiful. Needs 4. Asked a lot of the Boaster.
Boaster stepped. He heard him.
Been given away. The shot in the dark here. The reload. We've been here before. Diffuse. Does Boaster panic? The crowd roaring for it. And Boaster tested again. Spring though. Down to the wire. And Boaster does. Master at work, Mike.
And this is kind of that panic sort of play style where they're kind of biting onto everything they see.
Of course.
Kayak will fall, but
Hey,
FNATIC still waiting to potentially catch somebody.
The ult's
rotating
going to give it
offside.
away, but
Yeah, but they're not here.
yeah, FNATIC probably didn't expect to have this much level of success. Now, the red carpet's rolled out, but they still need to cross with the spike. That is still an issue. I said they hesitated almost, maybe imagining there's more here. So now Wolves get to play back in. There's light for them yet. Desperately trying to claw on though, but it's Alpha and Boaster. Hold on, pause. Spike not down, 20 seconds.
One off showstopper as well for Alpha.
I have the spike.
That could be pivotal in the post here.
There it is. Sharp as hell for 10 seconds. He goes down. A lifeline. Jesus! It's 6 seconds, Boaster! Can you jump? Gonna be tested again though by Spring, and here we go. Alpha wants space, Mike. And this time, ooh, I thought he was almost out of there, but Wolves holding on. Lysol coming alive for the side. Finally, they're fighting back. There's Kron the last.
Real adjustment here from FNATIC, and maybe what we've talked about, some mid-exploration here from Wolves, and Kayak beheading Spring.
Oh, that little bait and switch is filthy. Oh. And the look, wait, whoa, look at the tempo from this. Boaster's off. He's in vents.
He's got the spike, by the way.
Yes. Kayak, can you? Oh, it's fine apparently. Boaster gets away with daylight robbery. What has just happened? What? I want to know what happened in that timeout. What was the conversation that suddenly makes FNATIC look inhuman? YU is on A. And of course, Chronicle is there. What the hell just happened in that timeout? About the 50 seconds, no real player drop chip. A mid-walk, that is audacious and it works. Juicy strikes, Boaster wants one back, but he doesn't get it. But then Alpha, he bails him out, and then they look a little lost almost in the swing, but it's fine. 3v3. You got to see where they're heading. Nice shot as well, look at the damage. Why you? Come on! Kron! How are you allowed to do this?
There.
The slip through Spring.
Oh,
okay, it's so diligent.
There's nowhere. There's no area to play in, no pocket to play out of. Sewn up, totally Chronicle in full control until then. Spring, give me a miracle. Show me what you can do. It's lovely, but does he expect it? Absolutely. They've got the sight, but not complete control. FNATIC still have a foot in the door, but Wolves, beautiful. Breaking it down, and now Boaster outgunned. Beautiful from Wolves. This is what the doctor ordered. Now Alpha and Crashy still with a lot of kit to play with and a bit of chip damage. Alpha. If there's anyone to be nasty, it would be him. Oh my God, don't you dare.
Got the reset.
Don't you dare. Another paint shell and another problem. A high-low he can't get out of. And Spring.
Already here, actually. Look at the mini-map. Alpha's on the move. Crashy's actually falls ahead of the site here. But there's bodies here for FNATIC. So Bucky in the hands of Alpha, but he's on the flank. It's going to be difficult to get something going here, but an upgrade to a Ghost.
Yeah, the Ghost goes in hand. It's the 4 other weapons that are the big factor, right? They can't really afford to lose it. Good paranoia sets them up to succeed. Kron does draw blood.
30 seconds.
And he's
time here.
not really gets overwhelmed so fast. Paint shell from Alpha, still trying no. So 3 survive. Yes, they lose. Paint shell don't catch as Kron slips away deeper. And hard to get a bit of a beat on this. Oh, Spring, the timing. Catches Boaster, but a good trade. But this spurs them on, Mike. It looks like they really want to head towards this B site.
And Alpha desperately wanted to get outside of the smoke. He might have a big opportunity here. They're actually going to push into him.
Okay, Wolves are holding on now. Kayak is on the site. Do they then cancel on this? It looks like they want to try and spin through CT. Feeling bold in approach, but they can't get lost in the source here. Kayak getting curious. And he's going to land the shot on YU. That's a problem. Now they're starting to drift a little. 3v3. And Kayak still holding ground. The immovable object. 3 kills in the round, could be on for the ace if he keeps going like this, but dealt with. Juicy unlocks that B site. Now the plant is on the cards.
Still got utility here for Crashies as well. Kron, we saw him burn up the snake bite. They are grouped as two, going to try and sweep through. See if FNATIC going to be called upon in front of first.
He's to back away, and he's done it well. No trade available for Kron there. Has to wait this out now. Maybe a good idea of where both players are, but this crossfire is strong. Juicy, eyes up towards heaven. I thought he'd hold this with him. It's still solid. Boaster, oh, he's found a cubby. He's found a corner. Has he found an opportunity? The Bucky rattles off. Does well on one, but he can't get the follow-up. The site now not fully in control, and the spike hindered. The Prowler being sent up towards ramp finds nothing but Alpha waits. The flank eventuality coming in as well. Slow and steady. They have to try and keep them at bay here.
Spring's looking for him, whether or not there's going to be anything else
Very
to draw
nice.
his attention. But Kayak will fall.
Spotting out Kron as well. They now know one towards CT. They've seen Alpha flying through the air. Dealt with, done for. Wolves are back at the door. 6 rounds looking very...
Wolves attack in half.
And Alpha can't really avoid it. He's now been hit by that same pressure that was put down towards Crashies initially. He tried to thread the needle, but the layering was good.
Through on site. Chronicle guarding it for the time being, but I don't think he's going to find him.
Boaster strides in, kicks down the door. He finds it there on for free, but the trade's good. The lurk's even better. The Wolves are here, baby.
Want to show it too early. Basically put Wolves in charge of the information game, but Kayak desperate to make...
Once again, rinse, repeat, it works, but Alpha... Excuse me, you've got an operator. Excuse me, Alpha, you have an operator. One is not enough to...
Crashies. Daylight robbery here for the operator.
No! There's no way he nearly went down there. Kron's like, get down, President.
Yeah,
get down, Mr. President, I've got your life. Neuer's here. This ult cycle's looking like, though, because FNATIC are very close to having the full hand, and they want Kayak in on this. FNATIC trying to make it hurt, but Kron's already gone down.
Yeah, I was like, yeah.
But again, this won't be the first time that Kayak's played this sort of position. But he's done really well there. Nice shot and gets out of there.
I don't like the rotation of FNATIC as well.
And Spring going for a lurk, I like that. But Boaster heads up about it. Smart. Good read from Boaster there. But they still have this A site looking very good. Crashies keeping himself somewhat hidden here. 14 seconds as well. He could be the one to change the outcome of this round if he plays it just right. Boaster trying to keep all eyes on him, but the attention now turns. Crashies can't find a player on the plant, but he does take away FNATIC. Now down to a 2v4, it's unlikely. Why are you looking calm? It's going to be handled, surely. Surely, there it is. Alpha dives in. They're going to make it back up.
Showstopper. Oh, Slicesaw. What?
Wow, how is Crashies alive? Them into this false sense of security.
Now, this is better from FNATIC. They're waiting for Wolves to hit a side. Nobody overstepping the mark just yet. Why you removed Alpha? Next up here. Next line of defense and delivers. Lysor will fall.
No, doesn't get dodged either. Spring is in trouble. Trying to layer up that utility, but Alpha flies in from above, drops it down. It looks too...
Gauntlet laid out in front of Wolves. Oh, Alpha though, way ahead of the mark once more, trying to find something, but Kayak evens the odds.
Yeah, I love that reaction from Kayak to take space back on the other side of the map. And now it feels very indicative of this hit towards the side. Boaster going to struggle to stay alive. Does the best he can. How did he get FNATIC in that? I do not know, but Juicy still holding on here. Doesn't want to give this up yet, but look at Crashies' position, Mike. That could be the checkmate. It makes me nervous. Are you going to even consider it at this point? Juicy might be. Does he think this is still happening? So much util as well. Oh my god, Juicy couldn't deal with it in time. And now they're herded on the site. Kayak closing in as well. Prowler posted. Shot! Missed! And an opportunity gained as Crashies called upon. He can't do it! And Wolves still...
21 for Wolves. Still 3 rounds separate them.
Oh, but this just feels nasty with Alpha here. And Boaster, how's he done this again? And they have no idea. Doesn't wait. He wants this done. For Alpha, instantly post.
Expect him to wait for contact. Kayak still committed over towards side A. And Crashies actually digs it out nice and early.
Yeah, the Prowler was just fantastic. And now Alpha feeling unfazed by the presence. A high-low setup. He gets cleared on one, but down to the talisman for this side for Wolves. He can't do it. Chronicle closes the... Wolves will be starting out on the attacking side, setting the tempo themselves. FNATIC looking to hinder that. Hello and goodbye. Crashy swiftly dealt with. Tried to stick around a little too long. Maybe feeling a little bit too confident. And Wolves get into that nice post plant.
Able to reset almost immediately. Still got the wall to work with here for FNATIC. So Kayak want to open things up here. Why you though? Finds a response.
Yeah, trying to go around the site. I kind of liked it, but he almost fumbled for a moment. And Chronicle, this guy just keeps getting better and better as the day goes on. And CFATBB just has to try and peer over that wall. But Cron almost decorates 3 of those weapons, especially the one in Kayak's hands and maybe Boaster's, they'd want to keep hold of. And Kayak hasn't been moved. Gets away with murder in the back of yellow. Eventually overwhelmed, but Boaster's right there. This simplistic stuff. CFATBB does get that prized possession, but they want it back, and they're going to get it. Simple stuff from FNATIC, not feeling...
Push up towards screens. But first wave, Wolves don't actually find the plant. I saw that Chronicle though, a key piece in the retake.
It certainly is, but they're losing some of that HP on the site, but they do at least get the plant now. Not a fully comfortable post plant. Juicy still making the best of a bad situation. Taking down Boaster on only 3. That mid luck is coming in. That is Lysor on the way. Maybe not necessary, but a lovely string to the bow here. Oh, that's clean. And now just 1. And Lysor's got it. Beautiful, gutting and filleting them alive. Oh, Boaster, that is a brave swing there, but does get the info on the cross towards yellow. So the rotation's going to be coming in with some confidence. But Juicy gets caught. Alpha quick to it. They want that plant, but Alpha is doing damage from above. Catching CFATBB as well is a problem. And Waiu's ult doesn't feel safe from this position either. So has to play it out here, trying to find some security, and that's going to help matters. Spring makes his presence known through middle and puts him into this 3v4.
Backed up now, they have to dig out a player from back yellow. Kayak gifted one onto Spring here, and it's just why you left now.
And they got to know about it. They know about his position to an extent, and he's been absolutely corralled by Crashies. FNATIC looking solid here. Very disciplined in that play back in, and certainly helped by out.
With Wolves players.
Target-rich environment for this man. Oh.
Waiting for the wall to come back up over the top. Kayak will still find one.
Oh, and Juicy trying to play way ahead of that desperation to find some security. And that is a brave ult. It's worked out. Call Boaster. Is anyone there to try and keep him safe? Yeah, there's plenty. You don't get an easy kill. Boaster's got his boys around. I'm a little scared of Alpha in this form, though, and I think most players would be. But for Juicy, he makes him look like mincemeat. Clears him fast. Right up the guts. As now FNATIC split. Oh, it's a belting shot right there. A couple more of those, and maybe it's game back on. But how do they get this towards the site? It looked like they wanted that A, but now they've already adjusted. Heading up towards B. Juicy trying to buy the time. Only one more knife to put to the throat of FNATIC here. And Kayak trying to keep his attention turned. Crashes clears through. The plant now just going down Spring. With a big valuable weapon here, caught up, picked up from the corpse of Alpha.
Rez here.
Fallen. Rez goes to Boaster over Alpha.
I was going to say, Alpha and Crashies both actually have their ultimates as well.
Interesting choice.
See how now if they can recover that, maybe prioritizing.
Look at this position from CFATBB. Look at this. Could be absolute money. Wall goes up.
Oh, the collapse!
More than money, worth its weight in gold. But Kayak in the 1v2. Kayak in the 1v2. Kayak in the 1v2, someone swinging. Okay, he's doing the dance with YU. He's trying to find that next target. Isolated, still on. Oh! It's unthinkable from Kayak! The new kid on the...
Same could be said for Kayak. Healed up now in a second chance. Second bite, and it actually comes through. What? He's found another one!
How's he got 2 out of that? Sheer control. I thought that was on. Had a couple of these ults today. Second time of asking, but look at the positioning from Alpha and Boaster. They've got them pinned on the site, and that's the problem. Now they've got to evacuate. Where do they decide to go? Well, there's no good way to go here. Spring trying to find a corner to play from.
It's got a little bit of safety, but it's not safety.
No, it's a 1v4. Oh, and he's been iced out. And there's a flying Kron. FNATIC just being filthy about it. But right now, they're looking scary, but Wolves trying to hold on here. Oh, that's nice. Juicy could have done with another. The Crash is quick to business. And I guess the only risk they're taking is really Kron. And there it is, lovely. Oh, but the trade still. Great positioning from Kron to get that back. I thought that was a fair fight. And Sufat Baby is now locked on that site.
It's a safe plant. He's not really got many options. Even ahead of the wall as well. Chronicle looking to just stand his ground, take this engagement. An awkward exchange back and forth, but Most is there waiting.
Toxin screen down.
The thing that scares me, Mike, this is the attacking side where
Yeah,
Wolves have been strong. They've been good at these, but FNATIC looking that step better. There's not much more to say about it for Wolves. They might have met the pressure. A couple of issues now.
That's all the util still able to be activated.
Oh man, this is tough to win, as you can see them really feeling under the gun here. Boast already taken away YU. The plant is in place, but Kron creeping closer. He knows he's got one locked towards side. It's so simple for him. Step by step, they want to clear house. Sufat BB, Spring and Lysor desperate for a round. Oh, it's so good. It's so simple. FNATIC. It's not meant to look this easy. It's really not. And all of that. But you don't get a freebie often on Alpha. And this is what I mean. These small moments that are slipping aside for Wolves. And Juicy's still there. There we go. Finding some power on the site. An opportunity made and maybe denied by Alpha, who should have been dead. Keep in mind. Should have been brought down earlier. But Boaster in the backline is going to keep them locked on the site as best he can. A gift given as YU takes him down. Okay, game back on potentially here. A needed timeout to correct the sinking ship. Oh God, Alpha.
Player standing.
A 1v2. Have you just shown them a chance of what could have been to merely take it away? No. They're surrounding him again. Look at this, Kayak.
Ooh.
I mean, Spring's still alive, but it feels like a matter of how long. He's still taking down Kayak. Spring, a really nice try towards middle, and in the meantime, you're looking at Wolves taking over the site. Labored Spray's not good enough. Plant is in. Just about gets the plant. Downtimes on their side. Sufat BB does have his ult, but they're dwindling in numbers. Lysor desperate to hold on. He's been doing serious work. But the site now under pressure, under scrutiny. Boaster stepping on through, finds Lysor, leaving just one alive. Sufat BB, the man at the forefront of this roster. And this time he's brought to his knees. FNATIC handling it, Mike. I think this preemptive in approach, but fine. Should facilitate the play-in, but Boaster wants to disrespect it. And it's brilliantly done. Oh, he couldn't make it out in time, but still good damage. And here comes the flood. Sufat Baby's got to call him that out. Hello, hesitation. Maybe causing desolation at this point. Crashes now, picks up the mantle, and Sufat Baby surrounded, trying to get Juicy back into play. Nice work in synergy. And now a fight in two fronts. He knows there's still players around. Sends in the dark, still alive. How is he alive? One down so low, but Juicy's doing the work on the side. Sufat Baby's just playing the time. He does the dance so well, giving them no strangers to walking back scorelines like this, but a brand new environment to do it in, and already Alpha's drawn first blood.
Sufat Baby pulled ahead of the plant coming through. Actually,
nice.
Spring on the reaggress. Beautiful kill, but Crashes finds a response. Lysor also finds one. Spring doubles down.
I like it. They're trying to get into this one, but Alpha not allowing fun to happen. It felt like it was, but the feat shown. And this is tense by all occasions. But a fabulous shot from Juicy, leaving just Alpha, but this guy has been a menace.
Oh! She's eating up the damage.
Lucky boy. Still breathing, barely, but he is standing. Oh, get out of here, Kayak! What is that as well? Crash is finding another. Lysor now has to kick it up a gear. The savior from the first, now called upon in the second. It was never meant to be this close. And there's still Alpha in the backlines. They're dwindling in numbers, right? Wolves trying to bring this back here. Spring trying to be imposing, but it's down to Kayak in the 1v1. Up against Spring.
Just got to say, yeah, safe defuse point as well.
This is nice. Kayak trying to close the gap, but hesitation, and maybe a mistake. Kayak, are you really going to break their hearts right now? 3, boom! If you're looking at rookies who've ever performed like that, it's a very short conversation at international level. Oh my God, charging down Alpha like that. Not a good idea. Simple stuff for the man. Handled well though, and down to a 3v3.
Could be a way back into this with Lysor up close and personal already. I mean, you don't want Crashes facing this ultimately, but finds a headshot. A second to find, though.
Ooh, it's right on a knife's edge here. YU could be unlocking the opportunity.
A pedigree from Crashes, baiting
Him forward. There is not many opportunities, and Crashes basically in the checkmate. Even if it got tense, even if he took down 2, there was always Crashes. Best opportunity to build any way back into this game. And that, well, what the hell is that?
Wow. To give information across.
It's, yeah, now that's an instant call to arms, right? Crashes finding YU really well done. Boaster should be there with him. You're now going to have Kayak coming back across. Wolves looking to try and split them, but they've stood tall together. And Spring and Sufat BB having no play into this. Oh, it's looking all too easy for FNATIC.
Find a favourable engagement, but it's going to come through. The wall goes up. Find the plant. Chronicle over the top. We'll find Juicy once more.
Yeah, and Alpha just finding ease in middle as well. These shots look too simple for him. Man advantage now to FNATIC. As Wolves are a little on the ropes here. Boaster trying to buy the time. Stall them out a little. The Viper's Pit trying to facilitate the cross through. Maybe apply a little bit of pressure, but look who's waiting. Looking like the rookie could have ended it, but no. Spring gonna fight forward. Fantastic from Spring.
Hunter's Fury available.
You can hear it rattling off in the distance. Alpha still standing guard on the site itself. Does fall in the end. Now Crashy's called into this. You can hear the time ticking. Sufat BB can do nothing but stand back and watch. Map 2 is FNATIC's at 13-4.
The 3 members of Wolf ready to pounce on this contact.
But it's not clean on the first. And Chronicle
30 seconds left.
just swiftly clearing up 2. And now it's the dash to the site, isn't it? Sufat BB trying to keep his head down, trying to maintain his calm, but already going to be found by the Prowler. Caught by the Seas. The paint shell finds it, or it's Chronicle. Oh God, Chron's on for an absolute tear. 10 seconds for the plants down, and Crashy's just keeping them at bay. Nice fight back. Still maybe some hope with them yet, but Alpha!
Faking here.
In reality, it's 3 weapons they want to be keeping, and Alpha let off the leash a little. Have fun. Is buying time. All of this is precious seconds. Wolves would love to do some damage here, but he's positioned well. Does get handled. Brilliant. The next steps look near on impossible at this point.
Yeah, only an upgrade to a Sheriff. And at that point, FNATIC now feel as if they know the weaker side of this Boaster. Beautiful adjustment here to find Juicy. The position's going to mitigate any of that further risk from developing. Even actually a swap out here. Kayak happy to go forward, try and find some progress. Like sort of denying that. And the death goes through, an extra smoke going up. Could indicate actually. Very early push in here. I mean, looking well invested. Juicy
nice.
though. Moves the tip of the spear. Kayak will fall.
A couple more of those could certainly help matters, and if Boaster gets a little bit unsteady with that spike in hand, it could have been dangerous. For now, though, they sit back. They're not overextending yet. Maybe fancying their odds here, but Boaster, vigilant. Oh, handled! That's a shot, that's 2. Well, a little sketchy as well, picking that spike back up. 30 seconds, and FNATIC aren't finding that springboard forward. Looking for this in the bonus here for them. And that's a lovely flank. Dreamy stuff. Now Chronicle handled. There it is! Fine. Not alone either. Lysor not too far away, but Cron's normally the backbone, right? The spine of this squad. But Spring's done well to find Alpha. Very diligent on that jump peak, but in the meantime, you can see the battle kind of breaking out throughout the map. Individual moments now, and the timing! Good for 1, but couldn't get the follow-up.
And they know the Odin's close as well.
That's huge from Lysor. That controls half of this map. Now down on Kayak and Boaster. New young gun. That FNATIC side. Still with an opportunity to make some play happen here.
Actually getting towards one of the rifles here. Boaster going to come back through.
Nice.
30 seconds left.
Isolated Boaster. Got to find this kill, and he does.
But look, Boaster and these post plants on this side of the map has been good, but Mound's been taken over.
So we've got Paranoia to work with, and with both Sufat BB and Lysor stacked up. Could make this work. Smokes himself off.
Show me something here, Boaster. He's given himself a 1v1 here. But the angle, just a little, the paranoia was perfect, but no one there to try and gap close. Boaster tested again, they've got to find a way back in, Mike. They're running out of time. That's going to help matters, but it's going to surely be traded. It is. Juicy dives in, couldn't get it, and now FNATIC making a stand. Oh, it's been cleared up. Wolves.
Yeah.
Super, super sketchy. With bated breath, we wait, and now they strike. It's great from Juicy again. The third just out of its reach. One just gets around the
grade, probably suiting the defenders in this regard, but
oh, it's gorgeous. Nasty little corner from Sufat BB to play from. He's got help here. He's not alone. Now that operator rattles off the shot. Crashy's trying to work forward, disrespecting it. And now the cross is next on the cards. Forced away by the Prowler, support not there yet. YU on an island. He's got to be good for it. A gift given, a plant in play, denied! Hold on, Chronicle, goal! They're holding on! Whoa!
And then you see the Odin and the operator for Wolves.
Oh.
What? You don't see that very often.
No, you don't, but Alpha will take that every day of the week. Big weapon found, though. Lysaw's position could be devastating. Eyes drawn towards Spring. Lysaw on the swing. It's beautiful between the Wolves. Fighting together as a pack.
Look at Kron though. Trying to pressure towards C here. Alpha able to get away.
Early.
Oh, he's found the kill.
It's huge. And not caught on the cross. Alpha dodging IRL for that one. Trying to make a sprint for it. But the obstacle course is in play.
Look at Chronicle though. He's wrapped B. He's all the way behind this. Lockdown here for Alpha as well.
Devastating position. Kron could be on for this one. It's lovely on one. Even going to see the second here. He knows it. Clear deeper for Kron, but we can see where he... Oh, Spring. Lucky to be living. The
got stuck on the turret.
Oh my God, hold on. But Kron's still here. The safest pair of hands, surely. And 5 HP ain't much to write home about. Oh, it's just stunning from Chronicle.
Lockdown and a nightfall for FNATIC.
Oh.
Ahead of that, Kayak.
Toxin screen down.
Caught off guard, seemingly. Well, that was a bit of a safety net for him, but...
It didn't feel like Wolves were actively playing this B site all that much, banking on the utility. Nice.
Big headshot.
Oh.
Big damage, but actually both to find Spring. Actually, yeah, comes away from
in. I'm pretty sure one's going to be detained at bare minimum here. Why are you trying to do the damage on the way out? It's going to be Boaster being caught, but the lockdown in place still. This is dangerous.
That's
What do they
detained.
What do they have to deal with it? And knives out, baby! FNATIC clearing house! Sufat BB and Lysaw just far away from this, so hard to be able to deny any part of it, but still holding on. Sufat BB's position is rigged, but he still does it. Down to the one. Crashy's remaining. Nice moves here though, and Crashy's might be outdone. Oh no, Crashy's so calm. Keeps his cool.
More delivering a round victory, a crucial round victory to break the funds.
Okay, Wolves starting to heat up now. That is a sort of round that gives you confidence too, right? Adrenaline pumping, but they've got to stay cool under this. Kayak closing in now. He knows that Lysaw was nearby. Spring in the meantime just got Crashies down. Lysaw checks back in, and suddenly it all lines up here.
Doesn't feel too confident to dig any deeper. Spring's going to be the one to potentially feel this out. It's out on top now. Boaster left in the clutch. A 1v5 Arstov.
Imagine the dance he'd be doing after this one. Bloody hell, not going to be. Wolves. Paranoia's already gone in. So pace change on this one, flank on the way, Kayak in on the side. Still standing nearby with Spring, dealt with, deleted. Boaster, to make sure this is as secure as possible. Uh-oh, Kron. Oh my word, he's surrounded. He's revealed, he looks dead, and buried he is! Juicy.
Leaving nothing to chance.
Yep. They are pulling no punches now. Alpha waiting for the pressure to come back in here. Clean with it. Falls away, does his job.
Player standing.
FNATIC finding everything they need though. Crashies. 2 on the round for him. Lysaw finds a response.
There it is. There it is.
It's a better purchase than we have seen in some of these rounds. Actually, Wolves outside. See sight here, Juicy. He's bested Kayak.
That is a beautiful shot from him. The fact that Alpha keeps his life is surprising as well, down on 10 HP. And then look at the space Spring wants to take. He's still walking up. Alpha sitting deeper, waiting! But Spring so good. Punishing that and giving Wolves the man advantage.
3v4 now for FNATIC. Try and find success towards A. Lysor shut down. Chronicle fake elsewhere. Jump spot from Crashy. Spot out YU. So all the information playing into FNATIC's hands. Crashy's found one. He's doubled down.
Oh, it's just lovely from Crashy's. Encourage play elsewhere. Hard to disrespect it, but Juicy might be on the money. He is. And no one there to trade that.
Here, and rightfully so.
Boombot gives Crashies the corner. That's enough. And now Alpha finding the next ledge. This again, that purchase was going to be weak at the best of times, but FNATIC finding their way forward and finding their footing here. CFAT, BB, and Spring, difficult to try and do anything with. It looks like this one is going to be tied up all even here. Alpha timing on the smoke drop there. Oh, this is dangerous, but it's fine. Players in the right places.
I think probably seeing that poison orb invested. Juicy caught!
Oh, the seize was so sick. And the follow-up as well, Kayak's there. It's a shutout. The only success being YU with a bit of util.
Last player
Oh
standing.
man, this has been a complete and utter shut.
10 seconds left.
I would like the orb, please. Yeah, it's going to be a glimmer of hope, but
I saw making himself extremely skinny.
oh dear, well.
YU not so much.
No, oh dear. Guys, don't feed Alpha, please don't feed Alpha. Out of all the players, don't let him have a round like, oh God, please! Somebody stop him! No! Ready to swing on this if they do get confirmation. Look how many players behind. Paranoia is ready. They've sprung the trap, but look at the info, it's perfect. But somehow, Juicy and Spring are the ones to come out on top there. I don't know how the hell that happens, but that is out of this world. Juicy just stepping up to the plate. The Cron's still here. Spots out one, surely. That swing from the smoke, inevitable it is.
Decisive from Spring, just still there. For FNATIC. Three stacked up, and it's another entry found for Wolves. And a second double down once more.
Maybe the fairy tale isn't over yet. Chronicle, Poster, and Alpha have a decision to make. How much of a stand do we want to take here? Difficult to make work with the buy that they have, but yeah, no way. Juicy just running rings around Poster in that one. Alpha closing in.
Oh, he's going for this.
Oh my God.
Ooh.
Yeah. Rhythm. Scoreline looking likely to be even. Cron trying to punish maybe some of his exits. He's gone down.
Yeah, I think, in this situation, he's looking for the upgrade.
Yeah, a lot of bodies here. That's a little bit dangerous now. Juicy's trying to be toyed with, but he's so calm. Good control though from Alpha and Crashes on the spacing on the swing. Now it's down to Spring trying to pick up some of those pieces. Because they actually haven't got the weapon upgrades. I thought they might have time on that, but they don't. Spike is trailing its way around this map here.
Bosa's going to get ahead of this though. YU going to relay that information and might even catch Crashies in spawn
Here's
here.
pinged though. Yeah, really heads up. Don't know what gave it away, but pinged out on the minimap. Given away though, they've got to know now where they're coming from. But does it make any difference here? Spring trying to be cool under pressure. Down on 1 HP, but he's lost to CFAT Baby. This is down on Spring in a 1v3. Time is ticking. Oh, Spring! Wait.
Does he know?
Wait.
Does he know?
Wait. Oh, Booster! When FNATIC needed him!
Well, potentially a pinch here, and actually Showstopper popped really early. Potentially catch the front lines of FNATIC, but Spring somehow finds the back of Crashy's head.
Yeah, but Kayak isn't letting that go unanswered. Punishing Juicy on the other side. Spring's lurks, man. We've all heard about them, but seeing them in motion is just fantastic. Just carving out a path towards the A site, but do they want that? Now lurks on lurks. CFAT BB could potentially be in a great position as the checkmate endgame. But there's still danger on this plant. Still threats until then. Spring's having a round. Chronicle and Boaster's options dwindle to near on 0 now.
Chronicle actually picking up the operator here, going to try and tuck away from it, but Boaster walks into CUFAT BB. Now the operator, a chance for him to be overwhelmed. He would have get away from the reveal, but you know, see CUFAT BB on the hunt. Shut down here, Chronicle. Find a consolation.
Look at the Wolves hunting this one down, though. Pretty close by here.
Poison orb emitted.
Kron focused. Oh! They find him. Operator.
For one, weaken the numbers of the Wolves. Speaking of weaken the numbers, Spring trimming the fat outside A. And already Showstopper off the table here.
Yeah, that was that kind of like X factor that maybe could have come in. Now we're not going to catch, so they may not be aware that there's more bodies behind us. There's still 2 other players here, but the C is going to contain. And why are you going to catch Alpha on the push-up? This is really well done. Again, it is only against those pistols. Oh, lucky boy. I mean, he had to go. Yeah. Good luck right now.
Pick your point. See a little grin on the face from Chronicle. He knows the inevitable is coming. Why you as well? Plenty of opportunities for them, but Boaster finally shutting down Spring.
Yep.
Potentially the back of Alpha. Second guessing the TP. Actually, near-sighted here, but Kayak found a kill.
How the hell did Kayak get a kill there? I do not know. But cleared out in the end. Crashes Sheep. Lysol? You got a 1v2 though. You got 50 seconds.
He's got the TP. A chance to peel on lurk.
Are they fighting this? Oh my god, whoa, look at Juicy! Flying through the air! No hesitation in mind, takes the space and takes the site. Spike now can trail up as well. TP gets taken, as opposed to trying to get a bit closer. Whoa. Spotted, Juicy now knows these 2. Still controlling a lot of space on this site. You're looking at Spring again, a new look on the lurk here. Juicy plays it forward, still gonna find him. Kayak trying to play it back through, does not get what he needs. And now Lysol in the back lines, keeping this one safe. This is perfect, and Wolves back in. Seeing the buy, broken. Bits and bobs, Sheriffs, Guardians, Stingers, Lysol on duty with Juicy. They do well to get Wolves. They found the weak point. Oh, he's going to be careful with the weaponry, I guess. There is a couple of threats, but clean with it. I don't think he saw Kron, though. No, he didn't, so he's got to be careful now. Backs away. He's done his job here. Doesn't need to overextend or overstay. You can see what they want. They want to take that weapon away. But Lysol's done what he needed to. Denies any pushback through.
I believe. Yeah, you can see here. You see. We'll find on the first, but Krafty does convert.
I mean, Juicy's one up from the ult now as well. You got a couple of key ones coming online for what could be the slam dunk round. Juicy's on the prowl. He wants this one. Boaster's just trying to keep his head tucked down.
You can see Juicy towards finding Spring.
Oh god, this is so risky. Boaster! Risk is rewarded. Finds one, but instantly traded to Wolves! Eating the goats alive! Chronicle and Alpha, the last 2 left to try and hold on to this map. But they want this bad, Wolves. They felt what it's like on the other side of things in those first 2 maps, but now, Alpha, you're gonna dig deep here for me. You show us what you got. No! Blown to pieces! Is Kron the last one standing? And Wolves!
Here, Kayak, he's pushed up deep, hoping to find that pinch on the player. The paranoia flies way past these Wolves guys, and the crunch is in on the choke point. Yes, it's a 3v3 in the end, but crucially, Wolves keep control of Rubble. And as we accelerate this round a little bit further forwards, you can see that Wolves set up close to the choke points again on C. So here, you've got players tucked as a crossfire on either side and catch Alpha yet early on. They're not playing back, they're not allowing FNATIC into these post-plant scenarios where FNATIC will look just absolutely immaculate. They're trying to take the game in some of these rounds a little earlier, a little more aggressive, showcasing some really good understanding of the ways in which FNATIC want to work around the map. FNATIC have played this map so many times across years and years with very similar compositions. So you should be able to have some idea of how to beat them. But my God, actually executing on that is so...
Of the attackers and defenders, throughout the entirety of the map, this was the biggest pain point for them. But as you're saying, Spring and the way that he was roaming around the map, the way that they were showing the presence, and also going up against a very well-measured defense that FNATIC was putting there. Also,
the pressure and the final destination looks like that B site, but there's bodies here, Mike.
Paranoia slows him down on the way in, but a response found here. Lysor gonna isolate Chronicle. He will fall.
Oh, forcing him forward. They're gonna try and flood early. FNATIC forced to fight and they win out to an extent. But back in the mix, Wolves try and find stability down that cat side. The Kayak slipped through. Are they even aware of the possibility? Caution being displayed. Kayak, that new gun, that young blood, switch aside. Is Alpha now in a 1v3 with 10 seconds. Might be a little techie with this. Not gonna happen, Wolves.
Still time, but the screen was still moving.
Oh, a little bit of mid-pressure here. Hold on, FNATIC might be going walkabouts. And it's free food for Wolves.
That.
Oh, they're being herded, man. Alpha. Oh my God.
Oh, he didn't get a connection on second.
I thought that second
the
looked
tag,
sharp,
yeah, but no headshot.
No, and now they got issues, right? Oh, that's a far fight to be had against every weapon that outdoes his classic at this point. But they're so unwilling to go towards B. You can imagine why, right? You can imagine there's going to be a stack here. You can imagine there's going to be presence here, and there is. YU does very well to thread the needle straight up middle. Did they dare try and pivot through? It's a risky move. It's a messy bit of Val. But they feel like the death of them. 13 seconds, but he passed up towards tree instead. Whoa!
Alcatraz with the TP as well.
This is a bit of a problem here. Can't be denied. A little bit of room to stack up on, though. And now it feels so likely they're down here. Alpha Force even just Kron, and he ain't got it in him. Oh, that got...
In terms of their purchase. Oh, flash out, actually. The recon does catch. Juicy will fall. YU to follow. Alpha, Kayak, force back 7 HP. Now the Aldrone comes up. Alpha has to get out of the dodge.
Yeah, they're being slippery about this, but Boaster commits to it. Goes down for it too. Gives over the upgrade, but a 2v4 now is difficult. And Alpha looking like he's in control here.
30
Very
seconds
difficult
left.
position for Fat BB. Position on main unaccounted for, really. Yeah, the checkmate in the end. Crashy, secure. How close do you sit on this? That temptation.
Enemy mark.
The confidence, and it is quelled. Lysor off the rip. Takes away the big man himself, opening up the map to possibilities now.
Yeah, plenty of opportunities. YU actually slipping into a very deep position here as the rest of Wolves head towards short. Potentially an ace split on the cards. Here's Kayak. Will have his hands full. Finds the first. He gets the second as well. That's the spike down in main.
Such control, and crashes in that counter swing on the other side. Still taken down. 3v2, but that spike, Mike, is the biggest problem in Kayak. Looking like a killer right now. Yeah. Ooh,
That's on a slow peak here. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't be doing that. YU, what are you meant to do? The obstacle course just to get the spike in your hands. It was near on impossible.
Yeah, 30 seconds, yeah, plenty of time, sure, but there's just so many question marks here. Chronicle shut down. Depending on how this progresses, but yeah, up here quick, Lauren.
Yeah, Alpha gonna take first contact. Plays in Kayak, who gets it. Look at this, systematic. Every step the Wolves wanted to take was covered. Oh God, Alpha's hungry too. Anti-ing a little more, but might have to spread the wealth here a bit. They're looking vulnerable, and Alpha's looking confident. Yeah, that's why it looked too easy almost there, Mike. Good start there.
Big damage, actually. Alpha down to 43.
That's huge, and they want to speed up on this, and rightly so, but Chronicle then plays it ahead. The wall in play, and now they're scattered and down to 3. You heard Crashies then invest the ult from the back lines.
Connects onto YU.
Plenty of problems now. Being stalled out somewhat on the cross towards the site. Looking for that reveal, not going to get it, but actually there it is. Oh, Chronicle! Just seeing Wolves really put through their paces here. This is the reinvented FNATIC, right? A new look, but a great shot. Oh! Come on then, more of that, and then we're game on. Okay, Alpha. Someone else was having too much fun, were they? It's the Alpha show, apparently. But Spring given a bit of room here. Does he find Boaster? It looks like he might do. And he gap closes. Brilliant from Spring. With the support system in place, it feels like you can't get away from Chronicle. And actually, it is just Alpha now. They've made something out of this. Oh, what a shot! Two more. He's on for it. Oh my God, they almost lined up. No way, Alpha! So many weapons. He's just going through the gun game, and he just wants to get out of there, Juicy. What do you do now? Tries to reset the tempo. One bullet to put to the body. One player to find. He's trying to do it right. Alpha needs to steady the nerves. Land the shot, a miss. And now he knows the upper hand goes to Juicy here. Just on that Sheriff. Trying to toy with him. Juicy again does it well. Calm and collected. Whoa.
Could tip the scales back in their favor. Alpha back on an operator though. Shut down here, Juicy. Making Boaster just throwing out the paranoid to try and slow things down.
He's got an angle, and he's quick with it. Needs to get a second here. Support on the way, but he falls. Boaster next on the chopping block. Overwhelmed, but still delivering. Great shot towards Spring. Not stand. Don't know if it's going to know the player offsite. It does. Absolutely does. Oh no! The falls foul to the utility in the end. That's devastating. You can see Wolves scrambling now. Kayak giving them a way back in FNATIC. Boaster removing one. Lysor, 7 bullets. No way. Boaster's there. Big plays from the main man. Being ready, 3 of them there. Now 4. And that ult is an issue for Wolves. Down on the pistols, down on the secondaries. Kayak kicks down the door, takes away Spring. Boaster, outrageous! Just goes for it, turn all the eyes towards him. But 3 still standing, they're still holding on. Why you tries it, Juicy now. Last one alive, falls to his knees. FNATIC looking solid in these retakes. A main as well, though they don't have that security there, Mike.
Yeah, Boaster. And sent out, actually Kayak finds the backside of that. Juicy will fall, but Spring isolates Alpha yet. Potential to carve a path towards B.
I mean, there's still hope in this round, but the rotations are coming through. And fast, Front gets captured. Taken away, YU falls in the meantime, though, what?
To try and swing things back in Wolves' favor.
Oh God. Out of everyone to try and come towards YHIM. Oh! He is quick as lightning! Dips back in after the first. This is his map. There's not much to be said about it, why you can fight the good fight, but Alpha is not missing. Now Spring in a 1v4. It feels like they got given just that drop of hope to only have it taken away. FNATIC,
Claw.
3 operators out and about, and one of them is taking a walk. A miss, and actually a bad miss from Alpha. Maybe a step too far.
Time to jump. I know exactly where.
Gives the neural theft across as well, so going to give a ton of information to Wolves. Maybe a little complacent here in round 12.
Oh, but Boaster, look, it may shock you if you don't see it. Slowly creeping closer. He has to play this right, and he strikes on the first. Not gonna mince his words here as Spring leans out from main, and complacency, a key word here, Mike, that you said about this. Maybe a small mistake, and that's, I know a lot of us would want it.
I do.
Yeah, same, look. There's not often that we kind of root for a side, but we want the best between these two. One trade out, but Lysor wants more. Hungry to chase it down, but Alpha has been devastating. Still does good damage, but backs away. Lysor, oh! Banging shot!
Down mid.
Anything you can do, I can do better. But there's still bodies behind this. Crashies is curious, and that shot dart lethal. Down to a 2v2 now. Just get difficult. Smoke comes in, allows Crashies. Oh my God, he's down so low. And now the tap for the spike. Great shot. And now it's surely the slam. Finals, they wanted this. Taking risks, rebuilding. But a stack. Oh, damn, I didn't even see it. Right, gonna be on red alert, though. Again, hell, they can turn flashes like they're nothing! And it's just free farm, baby. It's all too easy to make it to 10. Glance that way, but
Teleport's ready.
mid's already taken.
Too far.
FNATIC have posted up here. If he goes back,
Oh!
how are you winning that? How are you the one to win that kayak? Just gonna have his bell rung at that point. As Alpha fancies a go, and well, yeah, Alpha seems to win these. So, now the pressure on the B site. YU and CFAT gonna be forced to try and play out back to the wall Valorant here. You can see the players trying to build up towards it. Crashes has a go, falls a little short. CFAT still trying to be prepared, delivers bullets into the body of Kron, and now more. Alpha still standing, and so's Boaster. A 2v. Air show Boaster, you absolute
He's caught him!
madman.
Oh.
Almost caught him there on the way back through, but Spring, oh, what? How did he get Alpha there? Oh, I like this confidence though from Juicy. Why not make a play? Try and make something happen, but that felt like it was a bit short-sighted almost. I'd love to see some support around that.
Alpha not necessarily a threat just yet, tucked behind the smoke. Don't expect YU with this setup to be swinging out, but speaking of swinging, Kayak is 1-for-1 here. Gate fast. So they will catch here, but Lysor could line it up here.
Oh dear, but Kron was deeper, and Boaster's been saved. So now
Revealing area.
Dart's going to go in. Yeah, no connection, no. And Boaster actually the one to find the wall bang.
Oh, hello there. 11, Mike, it's getting closer. Bit of signs of life shown. Plenty of util still to burn through for FNATIC. Not feeling too much of the strain yet. Honestly, Boaster, relax. Let him have a moment, even have a chance. There we go, CFAT can at least land one, but it feels like a consolation here. FNATIC looking to try and finish this with a flourish. Oh my god, Lovely, but Lovely isn't going to cut it anymore. 3 players. And that ain't gonna work. It's 12 now.
Speaking of wide open, the site, not an awful lot of presence here. Hunter's Fury to follow up. It finds the first, it's gonna connect. Lysor will fall.
There's an answer back though. CFAT posts it right back towards Alpha. Spike now cautiously stepping in with 18 seconds. Spring's still here.
He's still
They
here.
don't know about Spring. Now they do. The trap gets sprung, but still, it's a 3v3 and it's
Here, and Chronicle is a late round piece, Lauren.
plenty to play with. Wolves gonna have to try and do their best, but Boaster takes away Juicy. Kron as well, it's all down to one. CFAT the ones who made people believe in Wolves, now has to face the final 2 of FNATIC. But that time is ticking. I think we know it. We do. And FNATIC, they've been here before.